QUIBOLOY SINUBPOENA, AKTIBISTA, KAKASUHAN, Balik Eskwela sa June na, at marami pang iba. Kumusta for me? This is Avor Joseph and welcome to News I Deem Worthy Recap Weekly Edition number 39. We have tons to cover since last week, so skip to the time that's provided if it piques your interest. Get maganda na for the blazing selective summation. Here are some page news commentary for your convenience. Pastor Apollo QUIBOLOY sinubpina na. Isinubpina na ng Senado ang leader at pastor ng Kingdom of Jesus Christ at SM9 na si Pastor Apollo C. QUIBOLOY or PAQ upang dumalo sa mga proceedings at inquiry ng Senado sa mga alegasyong ikinakaharap ng pastor tulad ng human trafficking sa hiling ni Senator Risa Hontiveros. Si Pastor Apollo C. QUIBOLOY or PAQ ay itinalaga rin ng Federal Bureau of Investigation o FBI na kabilang sa mga most wanted ng United States of America. Sinasabi ng mga ilang testigo na sila ay inaabuso for sexual at labor favors in the guise of serving the Church of Kingdom of Jesus Christ and the Son of God. Isa rito ang pagpapalimos niya sa kanyang mga followers. Inamin ni QUIBOLOY na totoo ang mga sinasabi sa kanya patungkol sa mga pagpapalimos ng kanyang mga followers, ngunit iginiginit niya na wala siyang ninanakaw o kinukuha sa mga nagpapalimos at kanyang idinidirekta ang mga nakukuha sa kanilang mga humanitarian missions at walang sweldo ang kanyang mga volunteer.
Pero yung amin pong sinusolicit, tingnan ninyo ang humanitarian na ginagawa namin. Ni 5 wala kaming ninanakaw. Yung mga volunteers ko, walang sweldo. Araw at gabi.
Ayon raw sa records ng Bureau of Immigration, nasa Pilipinas pa rin daw si Apollo QUIBOLOY, ngunit iginigiit ng pastor na nagkokontsyabahan ang gobyerno ng Pilipinas, particularly Araneta and MARCOS, FBI at CIA, at meron 2 milyong dolyares na pabuya upang patayin siya at mapatahimik for some other reason, ngunit ginigit naman ng FBI na bagamat siya'y nasa most wanted list, walang pabuya sa kanyang pagkakaaresto.
Ang kanila daw pong gagawin ng CIA, ng FBI, ng US Embassy at State Department, kasabwat ng ating gobyerno, ng Pangulong Marcos at ng First Lady at kung sino pa man ang nasa gobyerno, ako ay rendition ng kanilang gagawin. Ang rendition, ang ibig sabihin po, anumang oras pwede lang pasukin ang aking compound at ako ay kidnapin. It's not only rendition but also elimination. If it is possible, pwede nila akong i-assassinate.
This could also be seen as religious/media oppression/persecution, considering he is still widely popular, especially in Mindanao, with a huge following and devoted followers of his teachings. Naglabas rin ng subpoena ang House of Representatives para sa pastor dahil naman sa issue ng fake news at ilang alegasyon ng violation sa kanilang prangkisa, which is why I said freedom of press. Si Pastor QUIBOLOY ay ang pinaniniwalaang chairman, or at least honorary chairman ng Suarezug Media Corporation o mas kilala bilang SMNI o Sunshine Media Network International. Dahil ito sa ilang mga sinasabing violation at ang pagpapakalat ng fake news tulad na lang ng alegasyon ng source ng host ng SMNI na galing daw sa Senado na broadcast on the network patungkol sa bilyones na travel expenses, allegedly, ni House Speaker Martin Romualdez. Sa isang recorded official statement, itinatanggi ni Pastor QUIBOLOY na siya ay nanggahasa ng mga miyembro ng Kingdom of Jesus Christ at iginigiit na ang mga kababaihan ang lumalapit sa kanya dahil, of course, he's the Son of God and who doesn't want to be fucked by the Son of God.
Ako po ay hindi nag-asawa. Ngayon, inaakusahan ako ng napakaraming babae. Ito po ang kasalanan ko. Pinayaman ako ng Panginoon Diyos, akala nila sa akin. Single ako, kaya pinag-aagawan ako. Pagkatapos na ako ay maghihindi, mapapahiya, ibabaligtad nila sa akin. Pinag-aagawan nila ako dahil nananawagan sa mga magulang, mayaman na tayo pag nangyari ito. Sabi ko, hindi mangyayari yan kasi dedicated ako eh. Napahiya, ngayon binayaran at ngayon binabaligtad ang lahat ng istorya.
And albeit this may sound a little bit controversial and that I'd probably get cancelled, it is entirely plausible that such things could happen. Na dahil nga sa iyong claim to fame at iyong divine power or any kind of prowess you may possess, people and probably women will fight for your attention, and then once they think they've been blindsided by the fact that you're not really the Son of God, well, they'll have some sort of buyer's remorse where they don't outright say it's their mistake and put the blame solely on your hand, even though They have consented and are not really coerced to do any of your bidding. To be honest, that they will be, or that they are the one that actually had the initiative to sleep with you or anything for that matter. It could also be that he did in fact sexually harass or even raped the witnesses and whistleblowers, although what I previously said is just a PSA to the reality we face today, that is also a valid excuse. There are those who do falsify their statements for various reasons. Some say it is because of faulty memory, assumptions, and the mere shock itself of what had happened along with the trauma. It's like trauma shock or PTSD. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, I only want the zeitgeist to be reminded that it is not always that easy to judge through heuristics or gut feel or even surface level judgment. I could see the labor thing, but I don't really buy the sexual thing. But again, I'm not like blaming or at least putting the blame solely on the victim or the supposed victims. Sinumbatan na may Pastor QUIBOLOY sila Marcos at Romualdez na wala sila sa mga pwestong kanilang ginagamit para takutin at sugpiin siya kung hindi dahil sa kanya. And I must agree. And I have been saying this for a long time. Kung hindi naman ni-ramp up ni QUIBOLOY ang kanyang propaganda machine para i-back up si Marcos, hindi natin alam kung ano ang mangyayari, which also goes into my theory na may kasunduan yan. That the ICC won't be welcome in the Philippines at hahayaan ang SMNI at mga Duterte na manatili sa political at cultural zeitgeist, which also explains the squabble and civil war in the Uniteam Coalition with the People's Initiative referendum. Don't bite the hands you fed to feed you later on that feed you. Don't bite the hands you fed to feed you that feed you. If you want to learn more about it, check NIDW recap number 28 at 29, where I tackled the Jeffrey Celis and Lorraine Badoy imprisonment or detention once they had been in contempt. Grave oral defamation environmentalists. In another stunning display of crooked justice, the Department of Justice recommended a charge of grave oral defamation to the two environmentalists who back in September went to a press conference and retracted their sworn affidavit statement regarding CPP, NPA, NDF affiliation and coercion. We recall from NIDW recap number 17, check it out by the way, na nirekomenda ng DOJ na mag-file ng charge na grave oral defamation ang Manila Bay Reclamation protester at environmental activists na sina Jed Tamano at Johnny Castro dahil sa kanilang pag-recant ng statement at pag-i-implicate sa kawalan ng integridad ng AFP with regards to them being detained and possibly even tortured. Matatandaan din natin noong September, nag-hold ng press conference ng NTFL, CAC at AFP kasama ang dalawang aktivistang sina Tamano at Castro to publicly denounce and admit their association sa mga rebeldeng grupo ng CPP, NPA, NDF. Pero imbes na aminin ng dalawa ang malalala at nakakasirang sworn statement ng kasama sa kanilang affidavit habang nasa kanilang tabi ang mga opisyal ng militar at NTFL CAC, sinasabi nilang sila ay kinidnap noong September 2 gamit ang isang van ng militar. Doon raw ay sila ay kinulong at pinapirma ng mga dokumentong nagsasabing sila ay umaamin at gustong tumakas sa mga rebeldeng group, deviating from the AFP and TFL CAC version na sila ay again sumusuko. They went off the rails. Iginigit na lang coerced statement ang kanilang mga sworn affidavit na umaamin na sila ay parte ng mga rebeldeng grupo at sila ay sumusuko sa AFP.
Magandang araw po sa lahat. Kaya binili na namin na magsalita ngayong araw para, katulad ka ng sinabi kanina, mahalagang malaman natin kung ano yung totoo talagang nangyari. At gusto namin ang tanong na dinukot ba kami o kusa kaming, voluntaryo kaming sumurrender. Ang totoo po dinukot kami ng mga militar sakay ng van. Napilitan din kami na sumurrender. Dahil pinagbantaan yung buhay namin. Yun po ang totoo. Hindi rin namin ginusto na mapunta kami sa kustodya ng mga militar. Hindi rin totoo yung laman ng affidavit dahil ginawa yun, pinirmahan yun sa loob ng kampo ng militar. Wala na kaming magagawa sa mga pagkakataon na yun. Ang gusto lang namin magpakita ngayong araw, yung lantarang pasismo ng Estado sa mga aktivistang ang tanging hangarin, ipaglaban ng yung Manila Bay. May nangyayaring reclamation projects doon. Ang problema doon yung mga mangingisdang mawawala ng hanap buhay. Pero nagagamit yung mga militar para ipatigil yung mga pagkilos. Para masupilan yung mga kabataan, yung mga mangingisdang nandun. Yun ang tunay na issue dito.
Katulad lang din ng sinabi ni Jonila, hindi po totoo na kusang loob po kaming sumurrender dahil pinilit lang po kami.
The balls on these women is larger than mine when Baby, it's cold outside. If true, this is a blatant and courageous attempt by the activists to expose the AFP's agenda to suppress our rights of association, liberty, and rights for due process along with protesting. Again, I don't care much about the Manila Bay reclamation projects other than the fact that it's showing that Metro Manila is worryingly the only place that these businesses want to face or set up shop on. The DOJ is recommending the AFP to press charges dahil sa kanilang injurious statements, in quotes, noong araw na iyon, even though it's probably, allegedly, true. The Supreme Court has protected their rights. I think the DOJ really wants to get back at these protesters who had said some controversial stuff. So check NIDW recap number 17 for more details regarding their supposed detention and torture, probably, I'm not sure. Here are some more page news for your convenience. DepEd Balik Eskwela sa June. Sa inilabas na department order, itinakda na ang Balik Eskwela ng mga mag-aaral sa elementary at high school sa huling araw ng Mayo 2024 para maging gradual at hindi masyadong drastic kung saan maaaring lalo pang maubusan ng oras sa mga guro at estudyante upang makapagturo at pagkatuto, lalo na tuloy-tuloy ang mga international assessment tulad ng UN at PISA rankings na naglalagay sa Pilipinas sa ilan sa mga pinakamababang ranggo kung ikukumpara sa kanilang counterparts sa ibang. Ang susunod na school year 2024-2025 ay magsisimula sa Hulyo 29 at magtatapos ng May 16, 2025, although private schools are not required to align their school calendar with the DepEd. Gusto nang ibalik ng mga magulang, estudyante at kahit ng Department of Education ang mga pre-pandemic school calendar kung saan nakatakda ang mga school break sa Abril o Mayo, kung saan pirik ang araw sa summer season, which could also reduce utility cost sa eskwela tulad ng electricity, water at maintenance, not to mention yung mga risk of cramping 50 to 60 students in a single room with little to no circulation kasi albeit mayroong air conditioning machines, lalo na sa Metro Manila, mas marami pa rin ang mga silid na iilan lamang ang mga electric fans even though sometimes wala pa ang rooms. Kasi minsan ay nauobliga pa ang mga estudyante at mga magulang na mag-donate ng electric fans para sa silid ng kanilang mga anak. San Miguel, NAIA Rehabilitator. Nasungkit ng San Miguel Corporation ni Ramon ang kontrata ng gobyerno para sa pagre-rehabilitate ng Ninoy Aquino International Airport. Now, we should just brand the San Miguel Corporation as the official partner of our national government public-private partnerships kasi sila na halos lahat gumagawa. Tapos i-jack up nila yung prices kasi they're the only option in town. That's called price gouging. The proposal that they gave to the government that won the bid for the 170.6 billion pesos rehabilitation project gives the government an 82.16% or revenue share between the government and the SMC consortium sa loob ng 15 taon na pwedeng i-extend ng 10 taon if need be. This could probably just because they want the control of the Manila Gateway. Pero the Ninoy Aquino International Airport is branded as one of the most congested, badly run airports in the entire world and for good reasons. It's the only cluster of terminals inside the National Capital Region where the plurality and density of our economic cooperation or operations are located. Let the airports be in Cavite or Bulacan, somewhere in Central Luzon or Calabarzon, although I must insist, no privatization efforts shall be done to consolidate such crucial choke point and gateway the country because again we don't want the private companies to have a hold of our national security unless otherwise provided by law. You get it. DTI to raise senior grocery discount. Inutusan ng Kamara ang Department of Trade and Industry o DTI ang mahigit 100% increase ng discount ng mga senior citizen from 65 pesos to 125 pesos per week. Sinabi ni Albay's 2nd District Representative at Committee Head of the Ways and Means, Joey Salceda, na ang noong 65 pesos per week na diskwento sa mga grocery items na sinet 20 years ago ay hindi na uubra dahil sa pagtaas ng bilihin from 1,300 pesos ay itinaas na or itataas dapat sa 2,526 pesos kung saan it's around 126 pesos per week. Samandatong 5% na diskwento ng mga senior citizen na sa kasalukuyan ay may limit na 65 pesos per week, ipinapropose niyang halos doble or halos idoble ang limit para sa 20 or 20 linggong gastusin ng ating mga senior citizen. Now, I don't know why 20 weeks, pero nung tinignan ko, 1,300 divided by 65, that is around 20 weeks. So, I don't really know what's up with that. Saudi Arabia Filipino workers will be paid. Ayon sa Department of Migrant Workers Undersecretary, nasa 1,500 ng 10,000 na naapekto ang manggagawa sa mga construction projects ng mga nabankrupt na kumpanya sa Saudi Arabia ay makakatanggap na ng kanilang sahod sa buwan ng Marso. And the fact that sinabi rin ni BBM na I think from like the last parts of January 2024 ay meron ng nakaka-receive of around 800 katao or 800 OFWs na hindi nakatanggap ng kanilang sweldo nung na-bankrupt yung mga kumpanyang kanilang pinagtrabahuhan sa Saudi Arabia, I think noong 2015 or 2016. So, ngayon pa lang nila nakukuha. So, at yun ang pagtatapos ng News Item Worthy Recap Weekly Edition for roughly the 4th week of February 2024. Mag-search sa more topics and corrections to the balitas if you feel I misrepresented them in any way. Salamat sa mga panonood mga kabayang for me. Like, subscribe, and follow my links and socials on avoid Joseph with the link down below. Sa susunod ulit, paalam.